Well, spring has sprung, and it's time to bring your family out of hibernation.
And we have the perfect man to help you do just that. New Mexico's ambassador to the outdoors, Bob Gerding, continues to inspire hunting and fishing enthusiasts to enjoy the wonders of wild New Mexico. Good morning, Bob. So glad to have you here this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. It's fun to be here.
We love it.
If you want get in the mood, all you have to do is take a look outdoors.
Right? Isn't that the truth?
Gorgeous.
Well, you know, we talk about fishing. It's the all-American pastime. What's a good age to get kids involved?
Anytime they're interested. If you go down to Tingley, like we had some camera shots from Tingley, you can see little kids from 3 years old up fishing. Some of them really are pretty good at that age.
They are.
When they get into fly fishing or something, it takes a little bit more advanced age. I'd say 10 to 12 would be the earliest, but anytime a kid shows an interest in fishing, I don't care whether they're a year and a half or 4 years old, the thing to do. And we have a marvelous opportunity here in Albuquerque with Tingley Beach right down there, with a pond specifically designated for kids fishing.
Isn't that great?
Under 12, they don't need a license. They can fish. The parents can't fish. Nobody can come in. The kids can fish. And they can take home the fish and have dinner there.
And that is pretty cool. And it teaches them a lot about patience, don't you think? Being able to...
Well, it teaches a lot of skills.
Yeah.
You know, and the most important thing is, I think the biggest thing, we have a number of things going against the kids fishing now. Our biggest problem is technology.
Really? Why do you say that? Is it because of the equipment?
Staying inside playing video games.
Sitting on their couch potatoes. I mean, they don't even get outdoors. And
you got it.
Fishing is a way to get the family involved and get the kids involved in outdoor activities. That's why it's so fun.
It is, and it is fun too. Neil, if you want to take your kid, is there a lot of complicated equipment that you have to get? What do you need?
No, very simple.
Okay.
And it also can be very inexpensive.
See, that's a big point. That's a big plus.
And I know it's tough with single family.
Sure.
You know, single parent families that sometimes the mothers don't have the knowledge to take the kids fishing. But there are clinics at Tingley, and there are none scheduled right now, but there will be several scheduled within the summer.
Great.
For the kids. Where New Mexico Trout and some other organizations will be down there mentoring the kids and staying with them and teaching them all about the equipment, how to bait a hook, everything to do. And so the kids can learn, and then they can fish on their own.
So what would be those, I mean, you said it's inexpensive. What would be the basic tools? If I said, okay, I want to get started tomorrow, what would be the main things I need to go invest in?
Rod and reel.
That's it?
Obviously.
You
don't need any fancy equipment.
That's great.
Just a rod and reel, and you can go from about $12.95 up.
Wow.
I mean, you know, a couple of cups of Starbucks coffee will get you started fishing.
All right.
So it's not expensive. Now you can spend $500 for a rod if you want, but not to get started.
Yeah.
And it's simple. And the best bait to use, you know, if you take a kid down to the kids' pond, for example, just a simple bait hook and put a little bit of a worm on there and a bobber and set them out there, and they can catch bluegills.
Okay.
And that's a lot of fun. And some of the bluegills are big enough hand size, you know, they can take home and eat them. You can fillet them.
Wow.
But the little ones they throw back. But they can catch some trout. In the summertime, they do plant catfish. And they catch, for the kids' things down at Tingley, when they have a derby, for example, and there's a derby April 24th. There's a free fishing derby at Tingley.
I'm curious, you were mentioning once they catch the fish, sometimes they have to throw them back, other times they can make them for dinner. Do you teach them how to clean and fillet the fish? And
that's a part of what the clinics do.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Because a lot of adults don't know that.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot that
I caught salmon. My first time fishing was in Alaska, and I caught dinner. I caught salmon. It was the best experience, but I had no idea once I caught it what to do.
What kind of salmon?
I don't remember.
Whatever it was good eating.
I was proud,
I think so.
Now, what about, we were talking about rod fishing a little bit. What about fly fishing? What else is involved there?
They need to be a little bit older. But there are some clinics, and the best clinic that I can recommend is at the Valles Caldera. Not only is it a fun place to be and a great place to go, it will be at the end of May at the Valles Caldera. It'll be the kids clinic will be the 26th of May. And then they'll have an adult clinic for the 27th.
So
if mothers want to get involved in it, or fathers or families, they go up for the adult clinic on the 27th. And Valles Caldera is a great place to be. Now that's handled, I used to do all the clinics up at the Valles Caldera, but now it's done by volunteer organization New Mexico Trout. Does all the instructing. And what a neat place to be.
It gets you off the hook.
There are some other events that happen. There's an informal group I think these guys deserve a prize.
Oh, yeah.
There's a group down in Los Lunas, and they're called the Ditch Bank Bandits. I have
Say
trouble
that
saying
3 times fast.
Okay, it's an organization, and they really were just a group of guys who got together to clean the ditches, to make sure that the trash was picked up and everything.
So wonderful.
They're
they do
having
that.
some derbies now for the kids.
Are they really?
And they're teaching in the summer. They will have some clinics for the kids, and they provide the equipment, they provide everything there. But in between times, on March 26th, for example, at the Los Lunas River Park, they're going to have a derby where there's an entry fee and prizes and everything else.
March 26th?
March 26th at Los Lunas River Park.
When's the last
Those
time
guys
coming up?
really, they don't have any big help, no state sponsorship, nothing. These are just a group
Goodness
of
of their
guys
heart.
who decided that the kids needed to learn how to fish.
Don't you love that?
What a neat group.
Yeah, and I love hearing that people are just doing something out of the goodness of their heart. They just want to do something that's going to help the community and help the kids and inspire them to do something that they're going to love.
These guys are great.
That's fabulous.
You're just mentioning the Valles Caldera. Where are some of the other good fishing holes around New Mexico?
Well, we really are blessed. A lot of people move into New Mexico and think we're desert and we don't have any water. As long as we got the water, we're all right.
Yeah.
Elephant Butte is one of the best fishing holes in New Mexico, of course. But it does take usually a boat or something else to get the best kind of fishing.
Okay.
But we're blessed in a lot of different ways with the Jemez and the Pecos.
Sure.
Mountains that are close, and the streams within the Jemez and the Pecos can be very good. And then we have a nationally known fishery in western New Mexico, one of the top 10 trout streams in the U.S., and that's the San Juan, below Navajo Dam. And then Navajo Dam, aside from that, you can catch everything. And then we have some unique things in New Mexico, like tiger muskies and blue water. Striped bass and Elephant Butte.
Striped bass.
You can catch more fish in New Mexico than you can catch almost any other state in the union.
That's
Wow,
amazing.
love to hear that.
I love that. I don't think a lot of people even realize it because, you know, when you think about New Mexico, often you think about desert, you don't think about water, and when you think about water, you think about fishing. So the association, I'm so glad you're here to share the details with us, and of course, more information about all of Bob Gerding's outdoor adventures can be found at his website, which is on your screen, and we'll have those details on our website at casa.com as well.
Thank
you
you
so much, Bob. It was great having
fun
you
being
on.
with you.
So much fun. I hope you'll come back again. We'll have to
We
talk
will.
about hunting in the fall.
We will.
Okay,
All right.
good.
Well, still ahead on New Mexico Style, discover the best jewelry making classes at B Fest 2012.